If you really want to make a great cup of coffee, then you should probably consider getting a coffee scale, as the correct coffee to water ratio is key to making a sublime cup of coffee. However, there are a plethora of scales available on the market. What features do you really need, and how much should you spend? Well, don't worry, because we've done the hard work for you. We evaluated 5 different coffee scales you might want to consider. But first, why can't you just measure the volume of coffee you're using? Is a scale really necessary? Unfortunately, volumetric measurements, like using a scoop or X number of tablespoons, only yields a very crude estimation of how much coffee you're using. Using volume is inherently flawed because different coffees have varying densities. Usually, density is inversely proportional to roasting time. This essentially means that darker roasts tend to be less dense than their lighter counterparts. To remove doubt, weigh your coffee rather than estimating its amount and volume. This also ensures that you use the exact amount of ground every time. Now you can focus on other variables required to make a great cup of coffee, such as water temperature, grind size, and extraction time. Now, let's take a look at 5 coffee scales and weigh their pros and cons. Stay tuned for our picks for best performance, best value, and best overall. 1. ERAVSOW Coffee Scale with Timer. Positives: has a timer for brewing combined with weight reading, extremely accurate measurement up to 0.1 grams, powered by 2 included AA batteries, value for money, stainless steel platform. Negatives: has a somewhat cheap look. The ERAVSOW is pretty much everything you need in a coffee scale, with a very legible and large backlit display, accurate measurement, and a timer. The display also features a screen indicator for both low battery and overload warning. The timer is quite handy. It's pictured on the same display as the weight and automatically switches off once it's been inactive for 5 minutes. Cleaning is also relatively straightforward thanks to its stainless steel platform. The only downside is that it doesn't exactly look or feel premium. Other than that, the ERAVSOW is a handy piece of equipment to help you accurately measure your coffee and keep track of brewing time. Overall, the ERAVSOW provides the important features for a coffee scale at a super reasonable price. 2. Etekcity Digital Multifunction Scale. Positives: eye-catching stainless steel, looks sharp paired with dark display. Portable enough to fit in your drawer. Fantastic value, one of the cheapest options. Included AAA batteries. Negatives: auto-off functionality is a bit counterproductive as it makes it difficult to use it for a long while. Doesn't offer a very accurate measurement for very small amounts. The Etekcity is both very portable and stylish looking. It also happens to be a fantastic value at around only $10. It has a backlit display embossed in a stainless steel frame that is extremely easy to wipe. As it's only about the size of an iPad mini, you won't have any issues tucking this one away when not in use. Another merit of the Etekcity scale is that it uses AAA batteries, which are much easier to find than lithium batteries. However, we realized that it wasn't as accurate as we would have liked when weighing very small amounts, like in the range of 2 grams. This accuracy improved when using a container to weigh small quantities, and generally you won't be weighing such a small quantity of coffee. 3. Hario Drip Scale. Positives: has a brewing timer combined with weight reading. An extended auto-off time that permits you to use it for a longer period. Also, once the timer feature is in use, the auto-off function doesn't activate. Features extremely accurate measurement up to 0.1 grams. Negatives: significantly more expensive. Measurement is displayed in only grams. As the name implies, this scale was specifically made for pour-over coffee. We think it's super sleek, stylish, and quite accurate. We aren't totally surprised by its superior performance, seeing as how it was made by Hario, a big player in the specialty coffeeware market. The Hario features a built-in timer and touch-sensitive controls. Also, the Hario Drip Scale won't annoy you with auto-off functionality that kicks in every minute as it stays on for a full 5 minutes. Also, the auto-off 5 minutes doesn't start if the timer is in use. This seems like a relatively good design. But at between $40 and $50 for a coffee scale, the price tag makes it somewhat hard to recommend, despite its stellar performance. 4. OZERI Touch Professional Digital Kitchen Scale. Positives: stylish and sleek design, affordable and portable, touch-sensitive buttons and tempered glass that makes cleaning a breeze, uses extra durable, better than AAA batteries, lithium 3-volt batteries. Negatives: AAA batteries are cheaper than the 3-volt lithium battery, no built-in timer, not a particularly good value. If you cherish style in a portable frame, then the OZERI scale might be the option for you. Overall, it's an excellent coffee scale with a tempered glass construction and its elegant shiny black color that charms the eyes. This is easily one of the most durable and stylish coffee scales on the list. However, at the time of writing, it's more expensive than the Etekcity and doesn't include a built-in timer. While aesthetically appealing, it would be hard to recommend it as a good value for a coffee scale. 5. APEXSTONE Coffee Scale with Timer. Positives: has various measurement units, built-in timer, backlit display, 2 AAA batteries included. Negatives: lacks any real sense of style or sleekness. Feels relatively cheap. Doesn't seem like a great value given its flimsiness and that options like the ERAVSOW or Etekcity are about the same price. We weren't overly impressed by the APEXSTONE. It just felt substantially cheaper and flimsier than some of the other options we tested. Additionally, it doesn't have a particularly sleek look. It did measure reasonably well and included a timer, but given a number of other more reasonable choices, it would be hard to recommend. Our verdict: overall, we think the ERAVSOW comes out on top when you factor in price, style, measurement accuracy, inclusion of a timer, and other factors. The Etekcity is our best value for the money scale, but it's important to note that it does not feature a timer. The Hario trumps the rest in terms of performance. However, its steep price tag of around $40 to $50 will be a deal breaker for most people. Have you tried any of these scales? If so, do you agree with our assessments? Any other scales you think we should have considered? Let us know in the comments below.